Now, it seems as though every day I come here on this channel and share like a headline or share a story that leaves you kind of speechless. It's just an absolute shit show that we're currently in with inside the United Kingdom. And today's video and this morning's headline is with regard to the UK Border Force. Yes, the marvellous job that they've done over the last few years. But yes, it looks as though they have turned on Keir Starmer and the Labour government in a huge blow. We're going to break down this story today, dig deep into it, but as always, please do hit the like button and hit the subscribe button for more. And yes, I've also made my Instagram public, so if you want to go follow it, do so, Dan PWD. Guys, let's get into it. You've seen the state of this country, now wear the message. Wankir, Stuck Farmer, Liber. Shop the full collection by going down into the link in the description or heading over to BritishDan.com. So as you can see here, ladies and gentlemen, the UK Border Force is set to go on strike. I mean, they haven't even done anything. Bearing in mind, the UK Border Force is technically responsible for protecting our borders. And we've seen, 37,000 illegal migrants cross over since the start of the year. That's a rise on the 36,000 that came in the entirety of 2024. Let's have a little listen as to why they're going on strike, and then, of course, we'll break it down and dig a little bit deeper.
Border Force staff on the front line of our migrant crisis are going to lay down their tools.
My goodness, more than 100 maritime officers, the crews who patrol the Channel, well, they're going to go on strike on November the 14th. Major blow for the Prime Minister, of course, because he's already so much under fire for failing to get a grip on small boat crossings. The Channel crossings, those illegal ones, up 25% on this time last year. So the union, which represents Border Force staff, PCS, say that staff will be striking because of frozen allowances and working conditions. Yeah, the Home Office says it has robust plans to minimise disruption and uphold UK border security, insisting those plans remain unchanged. Wouldn't you think that one of the things that, one of the professions that should not be allowed to strike would be Border Force? Well, maybe, but they are under a lot of pressure. I don't blame them for being fed up. Let's get the take of the political editor for Times Radio, Anna Mihailova. Very good morning to you, Anna. This is astonishing, actually, that Border Force can go on strike at all when we need them most.
Well, and you raise a good point about professions that perhaps should...
Guys, they've been on board, they've been on strike for years. 37,000 have came over this year alone. What are they doing?
Strike. And Kemi Badenoch, if you remember, in her recent conference said she would ban GPs from striking. So I think the follow-up question to that would be, would she also ban Border Force, and would other parties ban Border Force? So I think that might be where the debate moves after this, because it is pretty shocking with the state of what is going on with the small boats crisis that Border Force would be allowed to strike. Just to give some context on the story, though, this appears to be something that is part of long-running discussions with the Home Office. The Home Office had promised to standardise hours for those staff, because obviously they do work very unusual hours and are required to. And this is something that the Home Office said promised to do 6 years ago, started talks on this 6 years ago, and hasn't really delivered. So that is why the union says it is taking action on that. So there are questions for the Home Office here too, very much.
Yeah, but I mean, on the broader picture of this, I mean, what a nightmare for the Prime Minister. Despite everything he promised, the numbers are going up. I know deportations are increasing as well, but I mean, the number of people trying to get here is up 25% year on year. And yet here we are, now his own Border Force are throwing the towel in.
Yeah, and of course, it's not only a problem for the Prime Minister, but also the new Home Secretary, Shabana Mahmood, who is well respected and so far has been more proactive. She has made a point of saying that she will do whatever it takes to stop both illegal and curb legal migration. But this is an exact example of what she is up against. There are so many things that could go wrong with the Home Office and in the Home Office, and this is one of the latest ones. But of course, when you look at unions striking, you have to understand that a year ago, when Labour came in to government, one of the first things Keir Starmer did was give very generous settlements to a couple of major unions, which of course does send a signal to other unions about what they can do too.
I mean, you may have seen me laughing there, and it's pretty laughable. I mean, firstly, everybody's turning on Keir Starmer and this Labour government. I mean, this is probably a perfect time for this meme, considering what happened to Prince Andrew. But as you can see, Keir Starmer's government officially less popular than Prince Andrew. The people have spoken. Obviously, a meme shared by Patrick Christie's. But yeah, I find it quite laughable, funnily enough. Firstly, what are the Border Force even doing? I mean, probably processing and making sure that everybody gets in. I suppose that's work to a certain extent, but they're failing. They're failing in their job. I mean, I know it's the decisions are coming from the top, and obviously Keir Starmer, Labour government don't want it to stop, and of course want these individuals to be processed. So they're obviously processing these people in and whatnot. But I just find it really laughable that they would even think that they're getting a pay rise for this job. I mean, again, it's probably going to be coming from the taxpayers' expense once again as to how they're going to be getting a wage increase when our borders aren't even protected. It just doesn't make any sense to me. And then there's a bit with the Home Office in their statement stating, oh, don't worry, everything's going to be okay. We're going to manage things just fine whilst these individuals are on strike. I mean, okay, so if 37,000 people coming in since the turn of the year is managing things just fine, I dread to think what's going to be coming afterwards if things are going to be just fine whilst the Border Force are on strike. Like, how bad is this actually going to get? The Home Office going, yep, it's okay. Don't worry, we'll be able to manage things. We're going to be able to sort this out and everything's just going to be fine whilst they're on strike. Who's going to be protecting the place? It's bonkers. It really is. We've got to a stage now where the Border Force are taking time off work, striking. And now our borders, they're not even secure anyway, but our borders are going to be less secure. Just makes zero sense. But this is just the modern day Britain that we live in. There's just always impeculiar headlines that you read. There's just impeculiar things that you see. And you just have to make sense of it. I can't make sense of this story for what I can see, for anything. It seems as though the Border Force have turned on Keir Starmer and the Labour government, want more money, and then they think they're doing their job correctly? I don't know. I mean, it definitely comes up from the Labour government, but it just doesn't make sense. And I don't think I'm going to make sense of this whatsoever. But yeah, just another group of people that have turned on this Prime Minister. And as you've seen from that sort of meme, he is now less popular than Prince Andrew, who had his royal titles removed. Yeah. Mental. Guys, do let me know your thoughts on this story down there in the comment section below. Hit the like button and hit the subscribe button for more, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care. Peace.